All right, we are back. I guess. Yeah, I know this feels weird. Comment. It does feel weird. Okay, so previously I was trying to find all the hidden treasure locations, and truth be told, I did want to do a lot more after that. Some of the things I even tried to do in the previous video, but I was just losing my damn mind. So I told myself I'm just gonna do everything off camera, with the exception of post game bosses. I haven't done those. That I am saving for content, but everything else I'm just like, I'd rather do on my own just so I can focus, lock in, without having to like think too much about it. So figured I'll show you guys the journey, and all the links to the stuff that helped me figure all this out a lot easier, I'll leave in the description down below. Figured I say that now in case I forget. But yeah, I actually want to start with the one thing I was trying to do in the previous video, the minecart thing. Because I wasn't able to get a good time, so I was trying for that, and this is the attempt, by the way. This is the attempt. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I messed up. That was my personal best prior to that. I think for a gold medal, you have to get like, because the one article said 216, but that turned out to be a lie. Apparently, it was just like 220, 220 or under. That's the requirement. So I got that in like 44 seconds. So I was like, okay, looking good. And then for the straightaways, I just use a strategy where I just try to like use up all my mushroom. I did try to like use mushroom on straightaways as well and then just slow down last minute, but I did get better at doing. Also, I didn't point out, but I did find that like on those sharper turns, like I found that I didn't. Well, let me wait until I get to a sharper turn here, just so I can give you guys an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, like that, like this one up ahead. And yeah, like I didn't push down the brakes the whole time. Like I only pushed down the brakes long enough for me to make sure I was like at least halfway through the curve, and then I just let go of the brakes. So it made that process easier. Or wait, I'm confused. Or was this the attempt? Oh. Okay, well, ignore what I was saying earlier. I guess this was the attempt. Um, I don't know what's what anymore. I'm gonna be completely real. But yeah, you don't have to press down the brake the entire time. Just like hold down the brake until like you're halfway through that turn, and then just let it rip. Okay, now that was slightly better than the other time. I hope this isn't like super blurry, but like you guys can see the parts that matter. Yeah, I think if I was trying to do this on camera, I don't think I would have been as focused as I am here. So I was like, okay, I got that. Like, now I think after watching some other people do this, I feel like I could have done some of these sections. Like apparently, like, hold on, go back. I might kind of spoiled it. But yeah, apparently you can turn right up ahead here and like jump over that and just like skip that entire lane, which I did not know about when I did this, but at that point I was just like, you know what, what's done is done. Didn't matter. I didn't mess up there. But I still got out of there with under 2 minutes left, and that's when I was like, I might have a chance, I might have a chance. Also, hold on, sorry. I don't know if it's my camera or just the lighting or what, but... Okay. Oh, it looks much better now. And then from here, I just used all the motions I had left, and I just prayed. And then I saw it was 220.86, and I'm just like, please tell me that still counts and I don't have to do this over again. Because I was legitimately just like frustrated. I'm just like, if they don't let this count. So I paused to make sure. Went to the play report, and yeah. The guys didn't really kind of like see it at the end, but like, yeah, it gave me a gold medal, so it counted. This was the next thing I tried to do, the Koopa Troopa one, and I think for you to go a gold medal in this, you have to get, I think it's just under 11 seconds. I think under 10 you get more frog coins out of that, but I think as long as you get it under 11, you're fine. I don't remember if this was the attempt or if it was just like one of my attempts. Yeah. I'll be honest, this wasn't a super hard thing to figure out. After watching like the one, I think I used YouTube Gaming's video, which they've been helpful, like especially like towards the end of all this. Their content has actually been helping me a good bit. But yeah, like it's not one of those things that's like impossible to do. I'm just not able to do this as consistently as I would like. Especially because it's very easy to fall off. It's easy to fall off, miss your mark. And yeah, 983. And that also gives you the Troopa medal. Oh yeah, the fucking beetle race. Where do I begin with this one? So, in order to get a gold medal here, you have to get 10 beetles. And the format is exactly identical to the Booster Hill section when you chase after Booster carrying Peach. When you jump on the barrels or the snifters, it's the same exact thing, but instead you're catching beetles. And you have to buy the box at Seaside Town. You have to buy a beetle box for 50 coins. And you gotta do that every single time you want to do this, so it got kind of annoying. I will say this was just very hard for me to do, only because like it was very hard for my mind to concentrate on. I'm definitely glad I didn't do this one for content, because there was just too much going on for me. I'm like, I gotta keep an eye on the barrels and the snifters. I'm like, I can't do this. This is making me mentally freak. But yeah, in like my first few attempts, I only got 3. So yeah, with this one, like most other things, it was a lot of trial and error. Also, I think like the beetle. Okay, so the beetles aren't not worth any more different, like in terms of like the catching requirement. Like a female beetle for the beetle collecting is still going to count towards one. It's just when you turn those beetles into the shop, they're going to be worth more. Like I think, I don't remember how many coins female beetles are worth, but I think gold beetles, they give you a frog coin, I believe. So like their value is different if you trade them in at the shop. But one gold beetle still counts as one beetle for the whole gold medal thing, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense anyways. This music just gives me flashbacks. Like, I kept fucking my timing with the barrels, and also I kept getting hit by the snifters, because, again, it's just... It's a lot. I think this was my second best attempt, or was this my best attempt? Yeah, that time I only caught 7, but... I think this run was the attempt, I believe. Like, I kind of started getting my rhythm with the barrels a little bit. That's the only advice I can keep going saying for this one. If you really don't want to grind coins to like save up for the 50 you need per box, then I would recommend just creating a save point in like Seaside Town. And then every time you fail, and if you're really low on coins, you can just keep going back to that save point. Or wait, no, that wasn't my... Hold up. Why did I have that one save? I don't know. But... I didn't really like pre-proof all these prior. So, I'm sorry. But yeah, in my mind, I'm like, if I catch a gold beetle, is it going to be worth like 3 when I catch them? But like, nah, 1 gold beetle when you catch them is still going to be worth 1. But yeah, best advice, just like trial and error, and like just do your best, do the best you can, and just stay ahead of the pack. That means trying to time the barrel jump to the best of your ability. That way you don't gotta worry about the snifter problem. There are more than 10 beetles, so like you have a little bit of a grace period, but I wouldn't go skipping too much. Because that'll definitely cost you. Yeah, I think on this run, I think I caught 10 exactly. I didn't get any more than that or less than that. I'm just like, not the best I could have done, but it was enough. It was enough, and I'll take it. And then, of course, I went to Seaside Town to trade in what I had. I was like, holy mackerel. But yep, I had all those coins. I melts down now. The Midas River won. Yeah. I will say, out of all the gold medal requirements, the Midas River Course one was definitely the hardest. And here's why. You need at least 81 coins to get a medal. With that in and of itself was hard enough. However, I found out that if you get 100 coins, you get a page in the scrapbook, and I'm just like... So, yeah. The thing with the Midas River course is, like, if you miss a single beat, then you're just done for. This section, I don't think is that hard. Once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. It's the first section when you're going down the waterfall. Oh, and bumping into the fish, yeah. The fish were starting to annoy me. Just like those fucking fish. Yeah, I got 75 coins. Which I think was my best at the time. I'll tell you guys this much before I revealed the whole thing. I think the best I did prior to 100 coins was 85. But I knew that still wasn't enough, so... Where's comment? I kind of forgot that it's dark out here. Just look at the pretty decorations over here while I try to get my shit together. I'm trying to make sure I only show you guys, like, the best. Like, the ones that matter, if that makes sense. Okay, sorry. If that made you dizzy, I'm sorry. Just this area in particular is fucked up. Again, if you miss a single coin, you gotta start over. So I had to, like, carefully make my way over that tunnel. And then I had to slowly shimmy my way over to the other side. And this is what I kept telling myself. I'm just like, I'm bad at things only a few times. But as soon as I get one portion down, it's just gonna be a domino effect. Oh yeah, for context, I had to get like 2 coins over here and then shimmy my way over to the other side. I did learn, the one helpful thing I learned is, like, don't mash A like as fast as you can, because the harder you fight against the current, the more it's going to push you downwards. So just tap like A like 2-3 times in a row, but like not crazy fast. I think it's one of those things where you really do just gotta take your time, honestly. Just take your time. Take your time. Yeah, and then you gotta grab the 2 coins that spawn on that side. And then you gotta shimmy your way over top of these rocks. This is an easy part to mess up right here. Especially if you're just a little bit too late. And then from here, you gotta grab these 3 coins. Well, actually, no, just grab those 2, and then make your way over there to grab that coin, and grab that row of 3. Oh, wait, no, I guess you do grab that one. I don't know. Just go by what you see, not what I say. And then you guys see that coin down there? After you get those 2 coins, you gotta make your way across that entire waterfall just to get that coin. Otherwise, it's over. You absolutely need that coin. There's no 2 ways about it. My heart was racing because I know if I was just a little bit under, then it was just going to take me to the next portion. And then I actually got that. I was just like, breathe, concentrate. And then the barrel portion, like I said, is not that bad. One thing I did learn, like a good bit of the coins spawn on this side, I believe. So how I found to do the barrels after watching Music Gaming's footage is let me see if I can remember the pattern off the top of my head what I did. It's jump onto the first barrel, the first initial one, and then don't jump. So jump, don't jump, jump, don't 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 jump, jump, don't jump. Referring to the barrels, obviously you're gonna want to jump above to grab the coins, that's obvious. I was just like, don't hit any of the fish, don't miss a coin, just don't fuck up the barrel section. Otherwise, the whole waterfall section was for nothing. So I was just concentrating, just making sure I grabbed every single coin. And yeah, that's 100 coins right there. I think as far as my knowledge goes, it's impossible to get more than 100. And yeah, there's the pay for the scrapbook. Oh yeah, and you get 5 frog coins for getting 100 coins, just like that. Now you guys might have noticed like an extra mini game down there, and I'm about to explain what that means in a moment. More decorations. So you have to acquire this in the Mushroom Kingdom. There will be a kid playing on a Game Boy or something, and you keep talking to him, and then eventually he's like, okay, I beat my highest score in this game. I'll give it to you for 500 coins. So you buy the game, and then I think the score you need to get a gold medal for this, if I remember correctly, is 3 million, at least. Which at first glance I thought was impossible. Well, this is the preface. It's like a shooter game. You're the beetle, and you shoot the shells. Now, if you shoot a shell, it explodes stars. And if a star makes contact with another shell, that one explodes. And you can use that to like trigger a chain reaction. Well, obviously this was my first time doing it, so I kind of wanted to just feel the ropes a little bit. And if you flip over, you gotta constantly mash on the shooting button, which, yeah. So, needless to say, I struggled a little bit. But then I learned a couple tricks that would end up being helpful. Well, for starters, I changed my background. Because I saw a lot of other people use this background. I'm just like, I'm going to use that background too. But anyways. How's the background work? Okay, I'm trying to remember. I think it's if you have Gino or Mallow in the center of your party, you get this one. But then if you have Peach or Bowser in the middle in your party, you get the other one you just saw. But anyways. I learned two things. Number one, because there are 3 buttons you can use to shoot, which are A, B, and Y, if you just mash all 3 of them at the same time, you can flip over just like that. And also, you can just stay in the corner and just let a bunch of shells just group in together, and then you can shoot them down that way. I didn't figure that out immediately. I did eventually, though. Yeah. Just as an example. Yeah, see how all those shells were just... Oh yeah, those hearts are also important. If you grab a heart, they'll make it easier for you to flip back over. But yeah, you just let all the shells pile up. It's so easy. It is literally so easy. I'm gonna fast forward through this a little bit, because it did get to a point where I got really close. Hold on, I can't find it. Oh yeah, this is one. I got over to 2 million, I'm just like, alright, 1 million more, and then I guess I just wasn't... At some point, I just wasn't paying attention, or I just wasn't matching fast enough, so... Well, you guys will see. But yeah, it's so easy to just group a bunch of shells together if you're just in the corner. It's so easy. Yeah. So I was like, not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying. And kept trying, I did. Until... Well, I obviously beat my previous record, as you guys can see, but I still had to work my way up to 3 million. I definitely think this was a fun program. I kind of like that this exists, because, like, I don't know, I can see myself playing this on, like, a handheld type thing, but, yeah, this was the next clip, and I got over to 3 million. But I didn't want to stop right there, I just wanted to see how far I can take it, and I basically just kept going until I just gave out. So yeah, my final score was 4 million. I will say the only other thing gameplay-wise I didn't do that required skill was the 100 super jumps. I feel like that's just gonna be a white whale that I don't think I'll ever achieve. If I ever achieve it, I'll let you guys know. But like, I mean, I think that's a little too hard for me, at least. I'll just stick with the achievements I've already gotten. So then after all that, oh, actually, hold up. You guys might remember The Apprentice when you first enter Booster's Tower. So I was like, well, shit, I need him to kill me because he only the apprentices only get promoted when you let them win. So I'm a little bit more comfortable this way. So I ended up going back into Weapons World, made sure everybody was down 1 HP, and then I went back. Yeah. I'm just gonna let you guys see me die at least once. Yeah. Now you don't actually like game over. You just cut into like, yeah, you got you. There will be a snifters 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's supposedly an 8th one. But then when you go back to Booster Tower, yeah, you'll see all the 4 snifters lined up right there. And then there's the one apprentice who's just left out. Because apparently he didn't need an 8th one. And then after that, I started going for all the luck-based one, like the Knife Guy game, the Great Guy game, and the Memory game. And I did realize why I was having such a hard time with this is because apparently every time you mess up, they subtract a point. So that's why when I was doing it the one time to unlock the casino, it took me way longer than I thought it would. But yeah, then I did Great Guys Casino. I did a look away thing because I figured I just wanted to get it out of the way. And if you beat him 100 times in a row, he actually ends up giving you some. Yeah, he ends up giving you a star egg, which I'll show you I'll show you guys what that does in the next video. But anyway, I got that done, and then from there I did the memory game. There was only like a couple times where I fumbled, and I did learn the hard way because I was like, I wonder if this is the clip though. Actually, this might be. Because there was a point where I was so eager to move on that I just kept mashing the A button and I flipped over a toad by accident. Yep. Yeah, I learned the hard way. But anyways, after a few of those... Oh, shit. I think this was the last one. Honestly, the memory game is probably like I mean, it definitely is the easiest of the 3. Unless if you have a bad memory, which if that's the case, then I'm sorry. So after that, sorry, there's a comment, but yes, that is Mallow. Very good, that is Mallow. But anyways, after that, I decided to grind and look for some enemies just to try to fill up my monster list a little bit so I didn't have to spend as much frog coins, or as many frog coins, and then along the way, that's when I found, I'll just show you guys. It was just weird, and I felt like I couldn't leave this out. Hey, Batman, wow, why should I marry you? What a wonderful thing to say. And I don't think we'll ever know what he said. I'm just like, okay. This seems like personal matter. This isn't my business. Oh, and another thing. When I went back to the sunken ship, I realized what the one room meant. Yeah, I was supposed to get the barrel to go on that button, then stomp on the other button. So I solved the puzzle without doing one of the other puzzles, and I was like, well, I still got it. Yeah, then I did doing some thought peek shit, yada yada yada. But then I ran into a problem. I mean, you guys can kind of already see it, but I was like, I need more frog coins. So initially I was doing the paratrooper ones, which I'm going to be honest, I don't really recommend doing that one. Unless if you can consistently get it in under 10 seconds and get your 5 frog coins easily. But if you can't do it consistently, then there is one other thing I remembered. And the thing I remember was when you go to Sky Bridge, you can do the expert bridge challenge over and over again to double your coins, and then you'll get 4 frog coins if you do it 3 times with increasing difficulty. So this wasn't my first attempt, obviously. This wasn't even my first time succeeding this, but this is just the one that I got at the time. Now, each time it does get progressively harder, and as the shaman says, if you fail, then you lose all your frog coins altogether. But yeah, I just kind of just found my rhythm and just, yeah. And I basically just kept doing that throughout the day until I got enough to do this. Because there were some enemies that were just like no longer available to me just because like of how far I got into the game. So I pretty much had to start grinding for frog coins just to make it a little bit easier. Now obviously this isn't all of them because I haven't done the post game bosses yet, but moving forward I will take more advantage of the thought peak thing so I don't have to use up as many frog coins. Except for Coolx and the diamonds. And that's because I already took that into account. I even kept doing the Skybird thing to gain an extra 15 frog coins, so all that has already been accounted for. I don't gotta do the thought peak during that boss fight. I've taken care of that. Oh, it is replaying. But yeah. That's been my journey the past couple days. Love you too, Comment Man. I'll leave the links to the articles and the videos, everything that helped me in the description down below. And the next time you guys see me post, I'm hoping at least, unless if something else comes up, and I'll be sure to tell you, but I'm hoping the next time I upload, it will be the last Super Mario RPG video. Maybe I'll get the 100 consecutive jumps of that video, maybe not, or maybe I'll just never get it all, but either way, I hope you guys have been enjoying the series up until this point, and I will see y'all next time for what will potentially be the grand finale, so peace out. Take care.